What's happening now across the Niagara frontier? News stories, old stories, stuff you know about and stuff you'd never believe. It's the NiagaraHub Soapbox with Craig Avery.
We have today the Niagara Tourism and Convention Corporation, NTCC, which is a great group of folks that bring everybody from around the world to the attention of our great city. So John Percy and Michelle Blackley are great advocates of the area, and we just want to get an update of what is it you guys do, how have you been doing it, and what's happening in town. So
I know.
Take it.
Well, we have a lot going on.
Right now. Yeah, especially this week. I think, Michelle, you should kick off because that's like the most pertinent news.
We are the tourism promotion agency for Niagara County, located right here in downtown Niagara Falls. But like John said, we have a huge event coming up. Starting for me tomorrow, we're hosting Travel Media Showcase Family Travel Conference, which means we're going to be welcoming 45 top family travel writers from all over to Niagara, USA. We're going to be showcasing new attractions, old attractions, taking them to some great restaurants.
Oh, sorry, so excuse me. So who are these? Yeah. These are
family travel writers. So, for example, the travel editor of USA Today will be here. We have writers from New York Times, LA Times, National Geographic Traveler.
Wow. Just to mention a few names.
Condé Nast.
Well, not that. I wish we had that. But but National Geographic Traveler is up there in that league of notable publications.
Top publications.
Yeah, top publications.
Yes.
I think a lot of times we talk so fast because we think, I was realizing this morning we were at a meeting, is a lot of the community doesn't realize when we say travel writer, it's people that, we entertain or we bring here to showcase the destination. And Michelle really showcases them. We say fam tour. That's a familiarization tour. We're familiarizing them with our product so that they can go back, or even while they're here. I'm old school, go back and write a story, which we hope they will do, especially in USA Today or National Geographic Traveler magazine. But to social, the social media aspects, the Facebooking, the Twitter, the tweeting of our product, this blogging. There are a lot of bloggers that will be attending, mommy bloggers and family bloggers. So our world is expanded, just like your program, has done with unique setup. And
how do these people get qualified to come to this?
Travel Media Showcase, they are an organization that handles conferences. For example, John and I just attended Travel Media Showcase in Rockford, Illinois, where we were on the side of the table where I was meeting writers to get them to come here. And literally everyone I met with want to visit Niagara. Either they had been here when they were younger, they honeymooned here, their grandparents honeymooned here, and now they want to come back and experience and report on it. But like what John was saying about the immediacy of our media today, we created a hashtag, TMS Niagara USA. So while these writers are here, for example, when we're on a bus with them going from the Whirlpool jet boat out to Becker Farms, we're going to be doing a trivia contest, and they're going to be tweeting answers about Niagara for different raffle prizes. So the whole world will be able to see what's happening in real time as we go along.
But that value is invaluable to us. The value of having them right here in the destination. It's like holding them captive. We feed them, we give them lots to drink, we entertain them. That's part of what we're doing. We start out Friday night with a opening dinner. They're in workshops all Friday at the conference center of Niagara Falls. Friday night we are at Top of the Falls. With opening dinner. There's not a prettier place to showcase the falls, having them at Terrapin Point. We end the night with fireworks over the falls that are already there, so we get to take advantage of the fireworks on a Friday night. Saturday, they're in the conference center for majority of the day, but we are having lunch at the Culinary Institute, so showcasing one of our newest products, the Culinary Institute. Saturday night is an Old Fall Street Festival, another new product, showcasing Old Fall Street. So we'll have a street party for them Saturday night. After that, they leave the street party, get on a bus. We take them up to Old Fort Niagara and showcase two of their products, the Haunted Fortress and Christmas by Candlelight, Saturday night. And then Sunday, Michelle is out all day on a familiarization tour of the state park to Whirlpool jet boats. And we end up that evening with Becker Farms and a 100-mile radius meal. So all the food that night will be grown within 100 miles, if not on the Becker Farm, within 100 miles. The meat, the vegetables, the dessert, everything is grown right in Niagara County.
Going to be at
at
Becker
Becker
Farms.
Farms on Sunday night. That's the ending function.
That's the
So
big
it's a busy
finale,
night.
yeah. So
Michelle will
everything-
be asleep on Monday.
on the bus on the way,
on the way back.
So everything they're doing is what a visitor could be doing, but we've
Right.
tailored it to be very special. We have, little pillow gifts for them every night with a special note from us. We have a signature cocktail Saturday night, and then of course the 100-mile radius meal anyone can enjoy at
But
Becker
then
Farms.
Sunday, where are you taking them to watch the Bills game?
Oh, no Bills
Well,
game,
maybe they could
sorry.
watch it on their phone. I
Well,
don't
that's
know,
true.
on their phones.
Yeah, listen,
I mean,
I'm sorry, but it's down to
It's-
business
we're
Sunday. We
working.
got to
We're
we got to
working
get them out to
Sunday.
the products. I mean,
Yeah.
Whirlpool jet boats, Maid of the Mist, Cave of the Winds,
Aquarium.
aquarium.
Well, chances are, if they're from
New York Power
out of the
Authority.
area, they're not going to be Bills fans anyway.
True. You
never
There are
know.
people
We
that
can talk
are.
You
about
never
it, and
know.
we'll announce it on the
Yes,
bus.
we will.
That Sunday.
We'll
We'll
have a
make sure.
play-by-play.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Little play by
I'll get
play.
it.
It'll
I'll get
come
it on
from
my
me.
phone.
Yeah.
It'll come from me.
You're probably a better football fan than I am. Yeah. Well, and I think they did a good job on Sunday, this past Sunday, and then showcasing the Buffalo product that was on the news last night. How Buffalo was able to showcase some of their canal side product and some of their new products
Definitely.
to the national audience. That's what we're trying to do here.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, if you see Michelle walking around
Yeah.
with a big sign and all these people
Little
following
tour
you,
guide, yeah.
GPSs, just be nice
We should
to
put
her.
you in red. Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
All right, so that's cool. So
Yeah.
what else is happening now?
Well,
What
we got our
happened this
contract.
season?
Yeah,
It's,
the
September
season.
already? Was it
I know.
Yeah, season was good. Up and down, but I've talked to my colleagues all across the state. It's just been an odd summer, and I think so many factors played into that. Uncertainty of whatever, the economy, Syria, whatever it may be, those factors play a role
weather.
into people's travel. What did you say?
The weather.
The weather was huge factor. It's the accessibility of information. If they see that it's going to be raining that weekend, business drops off on the Wednesday, Thursday, right before that weekend. So that impacts us. June was very impacted by weather, very cold and rainy. July and August picked up. Not one of our strongest seasons. The last 2 years have been the strongest we've ever had. But I think I've talked to colleagues in Finger Lakes, Hudson Valley, Long Island. Everybody had the same sort of summer. Up, peaks and valleys, up and down. So it was an interesting summer, to say the least. I like the last couple of years, a consistent hot, dry summer. I always say that at the beginning of the year. I know farmers don't want to hear that, but a hot, dry summer plays very well for a tourism destination. Yeah.
Then you have the people in Toronto that say, let's pop over for the day or whatever, and they can see
That
it
helps,
in the,
yeah. That helps.
Yes.
All right, well, that's
Yeah.
what else?
What else is going on?
Well, the contract got renewed for us last night at City Council.
And the contract
for 1 year
is?
with the City of Niagara Falls, so that we get our bed tax. A lot of people, it's been said in other media sources that we use taxpayer dollars. Yes, they are dollars that a taxpayer from Cleveland or Pittsburgh or someone coming here to stay, but that money is attached to their hotel room stay at a local lodging facility and is collected by the City of Niagara Falls and then handed over to us to be used for tourism promotion and marketing. We get 80% of the City of Niagara Falls bed tax. They keep 20% for administration and other programs.
So that is money coming from people that don't
People
live
from
here.
outside,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
So we're not using
No.
property tax,
No.
and in fact, an interesting figure: we save each taxpayer in Niagara County. If tourism was not here, each household would be paying an additional $748 in additional taxes to Niagara County and into their municipality. So that's a huge savings. A lot of destinations are about $300 or $500 range for tourism. We're $748 per household, which is an interesting figure.
And tourism
Very
is the
interesting.
second largest industry in the county.
Yeah, outside agriculture, still number one.
So that was held up for a little while.
Held up for a
Last
little
night's
while,
council
and we
meeting.
had to initiate a lawsuit against the City of Niagara Falls that they were in violation of a state law that mandates where the bed tax dollars are to go and how they're distributed. And we felt through advice from our legal counsel that they were in violation of that. And so we initiated a lawsuit, and I think it forced them or initiated a conversation with us, and then there was a settlement that they would bring in a third party, qualified third party, to evaluate us. So it's not us self-evaluating but a third party evaluating us, so that they can come in and put stamp of approval that we're doing what we're supposed to be doing and that we're providing a return on investment to the community. So we're looking forward to working with that. That was approved last night. Is a agency that's very well known in the industry. So looking forward to working with them and getting that stamp of approval.
Great.
Yeah. What else?
What's coming up?
Oh, the fall campaign.
The fall campaign, yeah. Well, do you want to talk about the Seneca?
Yeah, well, it was nice to
rolls
get that
into it.
settlement of casino cash. We are a recipient of some of those funds, and all those dollars go into tourism promotion and marketing and advertising. We don't use any of those dollars for salaries. We're not allowed to. A direction from our board of directors said that all those dollars that we receive from the casino compact would be used for advertising and marketing and promotion. So that 6.2 million will be just that. We are sitting down, and I'm driving Michelle and the team crazy. Like, we've got to work now. What is the plan going forward for the next 3-4 years with that, with those dollars? We're not spending all 6.2 million at one time. It would be foolish to do that. We're looking strategically. How do we supplement our advertising now? How do we create new programs? Right off the bat, we did increase our fall campaign. I'll let you talk
so
about
it's
that. Yeah.
sort of perfect timing. We had a very successful summer campaign, and then immediately went into our fall campaign, which actually launched this week. Going into 7 markets, we've added Toronto, which is new for us. I'm personally going to be going out and going to morning shows in Ohio, Cleveland, Columbus, and then over to Erie, doing some promotion for Niagara USA. We're offering packages for contest winners, and we're doing a travel on demand segment on Time Warner Cable, which is new for us as well. So we're really beefing up our presence, and it's fantastic that we're able to do that. And then, like John said, we're really planning strategically years in advance for how we're going to spend.
A lot of times that
those
advertising, even people ask me that was this summer, where we're down a little bit. I think that's a product of the past couple of years. Our campaigns have been diminished severely by those lack of casino funds, because it always takes about 2 years to catch up. And so, now that these monies are coming up, I think we'll see an impact next year, the following year, and a couple of years down the road from those additional dollars.
Sure.
We have some great thoughts
Really
for the
exciting.
exciting things for the next for next year and even beyond. We're going to start a new 5-year strategic plan. We're finishing up a 5-year one that we initiated in 2009. We're going to start a new one that's going to put an umbrella 5-year strategic plan. We'll come back and share that with you.
Cool.
That 5-year strategic plan and where we're going with this organization and this destination. So
Yeah, we're going to be doing
it's
a lot of
exciting.
revamping, rebranding. We're creating a new website that's going to roll out in the new year, and we're going to tie in our visitor guide into that as well, in terms of layout and design. So that's very exciting for
Michelle's,
us.
Right.
came to me and said, "Can we redesign this?" Absolutely. Let's redesign the visitor guide. It's going to be more experiential, more thematic, more themes, as opposed to looking like a yellow pages or a listing booklet. We just want people to realize, they see the park, and there's always that disconnect between Niagara Falls and Lewiston, Lockport, North Tonawanda, that wonderful product that exists out there, and getting the movement of visitors that are here to those various locales, Art Park, Whirlpool Jet
Right.
Boats, Lockport Locks, etc.
We've been broken up. We've been using the county by region, lake, river, falls and canal, but we thought more experiential would make more sense to someone coming from outside of the county.
You can put a
so
story behind that.
is exactly, and we'll
let
still
us tell our story. Yeah,
and
we'll
we'll use
still
that for our
list,
listings,
yeah.
which we're actually collecting
Right.
all of our business listings now. If people want to contact our office, Lindsay Bowman, our
There's
new
something.
assistant, is actually handling all
Sure,
of that. So it should be very exciting. Yeah.
Well, it comes
We have a
to,
great-
it just makes sense when you travel. You're in a different area. You don't want to hit the obvious,
Right.
But
Right.
if the obvious is all that's presented to you, you're going to stay right
Right.
there. But
And there are those
when we
unique
travel, you wanna go
stories.
Yeah,
out
we have
and-
a lot.
Oh, there's a
we have
place
a lot
out
of
in
characters
Appleton,
and
right.
a lot of unique places to
Little
visit.
unique places, quirky little places that you can stop and pick up an antique or just wander through different
See how the
merchandise
people
or
live.
retail stores or see how people
I always
live.
say
and
if someone
pick
just
fruit.
took a ride out 104 and just
Yeah.
kept going.
beautiful.
All
Yes.
the stuff that's
Yeah.
for sale on people's lawns and things.
Yeah.
That's
cool.
America.
Well,
That's
we
neat.
talked to PR person recently, and she had visitors in from out of town, and she wrote down her itinerary, and it was just that,
Yeah.
stopping at sales and front yards and having that connection to local community, and buying
Buying local
tablecloths for
honey and
local
things that you would do in
and,
Niagara County.
right.
Apple
And we have
picking
said that we have
and-
buys popcorn
Yes.
out in
90
on Route
years old.
78.
It's-
It's wonderful
It's
that
a
no one knows
institution for
about.
us.
It is an institution and very kitschy and unique for us, and we need to highlight a lot of that stuff because we have some great farms that you can pick fruit, but also go in and buy homemade pies. I mean, to someone from New York City, that doesn't happen,
No.
And out here it happens on a daily basis. We almost take it for
We do.
granted,
Sure.
and we have it. Even real estate here, we bring people in from New York
When I
City.
bring my
and we
friends
talk
in from
about-
New York, it's like,
yeah, they cannot
don't be
believe
too
the
jealous.
price of real estate,
Yeah.
how hidden we really have a
Yeah.
hidden gem here in
It
Niagara
truly
County.
is.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Okay.
we don't want it to get too crazy.
I know.
'cause,
In the fishing industry,
Of course,
promoting the
world-class fishing.
industry. It's
Mhm.
unbelievable.
One of the best.
Bill Hiltz has been out.
Yeah. That's a $30 million industry to Niagara County. It's
It's
huge,
growing.
growing. Bill Hiltz is you got to have out. He's a
Bird
outdoor
Yeah, you should
bird watching,
birding, hiking,
biking, boating. He really's added all these market segments to us, but fishing still is such a big draw because it's world class. I mean, you could travel all over the world and still come back here and realize that we have the best world class sport fishing with wonderful chartered charter captains on our waters on Niagara River and Lake Ontario that are fantastic.
Yeah, he just sent me some derby results yesterday, and
Oh, he did?
Yeah, I mean the fish are
Impressive.
huge.
Yeah.
It is impressive.
It is a very impressive. Bill is a great guy and just knows his industry, and we love having him on our team.
Actually, we
Wonderful.
had him here for a soapbox one day, and I
Oh,
was the only
good.
one here, so I ran the camera.
Yeah.
And I had him cut off the entire interview. He was just, we were talking to nothing. It was, I just didn't have things aimed right, so we have to have Bill back.
Oh,
Oh,
you have to have
him
Bill
back.
back. Yeah, we'd love that.
It
Yeah.
was like,
That's why you don't
who
do
did
the
that?
camera,
Clint
right?
Eastwood did the empty chair. one time.
Oh, well, that didn't
yeah.
work so well, so maybe.
We're talking, and I look at it and I go, where's
Yeah.
Bill? Well, the camera was just aimed the wrong way. So
You could hear his voice, but that empty chair.
we got Frank
Mystery man.
Campbell, though. Frank
Love
was
Frank.
I've been
Yeah.
fishing with
front
Frank,
row
yeah.
center. So
Yep.
Frank is a great guy. And a lot of new hotel development. I don't think people realize. I know they know the Hamister project was approved, but other projects that are coming down the pike, Frank Strangio and his family, wonderful family, they own the Quality and Antonio's on the Boulevard,
Right.
77th Street and Boulevard, are building a brand new Wingate by Wyndham property at Rainbow between Rainbow and Buffalo Avenue on 4th Street.
Right.
So that's going to be a gorgeous project.
When will that start, dude?
They've already started leveling the ground
Yeah.
and the field over there, so that we're very excited about that project getting underway. Faisal Marani has got his financing in place, and we'll start construction on the old fall side. The people remember from way back the old Ramada.
Our old Ramada.
Ramada with one of the best dining rooms in town, one of the best ballrooms in town. They're going to keep that dining room and ballroom intact, but build a brand new hotel around it. So that's just another project. There's a new project going on the Boulevard right now, Hampton Inn. There's 7 projects on the drawing board, so
Great.
very, very excited about
Somebody
future
knows
hotel
something,
development.
huh?
Yeah. Well, and that goes to our hotel occupancy. Craig is up 70% over 10 years without. Let me say, not even just occupancy, bed tax receipts. When I spoke about bed tax before, the receipts or the collections on bed tax collected from hotel rooms are up 70% in 10 years. That's with very little change in inventory, if no change in inventory over the last. We've lost hotels.
Yeah.
We regained back with the 4 Points, the old Red Jacket Inn on Buffalo Avenue. But very little change in that inventory. Normally, if I was sitting here saying, yeah, we had a 60% change in inventory, 70% increase, that would make more sense. But very little change. We're up 70%. So I think that's why Mr. Hamister and other developers are taking notice of the destination and realizing that we need hotel rooms. The average daily rate here has risen by 40-some% over those 10 years. So that means the rate that a person pays for the hotel room used to be in the 60% range. Now it's in the low 100s. So very exciting to see these changes over the recent years in Niagara. They're important numbers. Yeah.
Very good. Well, that's cool. I think we covered
Yeah.
a lot of stuff.
I think so,
think
too.
so.
We don't lack
Come
for
back
talking.
weekly.
No,
yeah.
that's all.
We'd love to come back
Yeah.
weekly. It'd be great.
Right.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll
Thanks.
go walk and follow you around with all your people.
Well,
Be
I'm not
good.
that official, but you definitely
Now, what
We can
stick
get you a little
nearby.
official thing.
what
if you need
can the
it.
community? I always ask, what can the community do to help tourism, other than being
Yeah.
nice and give them directions and don't cut them off in
Yeah.
traffic and things like that.
Yeah,
but
no,
it's
no
fun.
gestures.
It's
Yeah.
fun to
I
kind
know.
of target
Yeah,
those.
don't gesture.
Yeah,
They're gonna,
They're gonna turn
yeah.
right and then
we
left.
love, our Canadian neighbors. We love
Yes.
them. You know, they fill up our stores.
What
But
do.
can the community?
I think it's just as simple as sprucing up the fronts of your stores, the front of your homes. You know, planting flowers. I know we're going into the winter season, but shoveling your sidewalks. Even in the winter time, we still have visitors year round. Our Asian traffic has risen over the past years, and they're visiting in the wintertime. They want to see snow. The falls still flow, so they love that.
Yeah.
But I think it's just being visitor ready, everyone.
Right.
It's not just, the hotel that has to be visitor ready. We all have to be visitor ready. And every business, just like you said, people come in here and try to use the restrooms.
Yeah, wow.
And they're visitors.
Right.
So we
We better
have to
take
be.
the no restroom sign down
Yeah.
if we're going to be user friendly.
I mean,
Right,
really,
yeah.
everyone in the county is an ambassador for us. It's
True.
how we represent
Yeah.
ourselves to outside visitors and what they're going to tell other
Very
people.
much.
So it's very
Yeah.
important. And of course, our local businesses can contact us and keep us up to date on events, things that are happening. If you go to Niagara-USA.com, all of our contact information is there.
You can tell you're a marketer. You got that right. I forgot about that.
And I,
Slid it
and
right
I
in.
was
So
just
she
going to
did
say,
that,
and
yeah.
us in the
You did that
marketing
good.
department, we
Wow.
are always on our phones. So
Yeah.
you can always reach one of us.
True. Very
Cool.
true. Yeah.
Well, I'd visit the town that you live in.
Yeah.
Thank you,
So,
Craig.
thank you.
Thank you, Craig. Good
All right,
to see
John,
you.
good to
Yeah.
see you.
Thank you. Thank you.